what's up guys? Learning with Rich here. So let's continue our planning on fire protection system. So after learning how to specify pipe settings, so let's learn how to determine zone requirements. So in this exercise, I will create a sprinkler zone project parameter and then assign spaces in the top portion of the plan to one zone and spaces in the bottom portion to another zone. Okay, so the first step that we will be doing is create project parameters. So as you can see, I am on level 2 fire protection plan design view. So I'm going to select the manage tab and then click there the project parameters. So let's select that one, and these are already some of the project parameters that is already created. So I will just click add to create another one. So I'll just put the name here. I will just call this sprinkler zone. Okay. And then for the disciplines, so there's no fire protection here. So I'll just put it on a common instance parameter. And then for the type of parameter here, so I'll just put a text. So I want to type the value. So I select text there. And then for the group parameter under, I want it to group under fire protection. And then I want this parameter to be placed on spaces so that when I select spaces, sprinkler zone parameter will appear. Okay. Then I'll just select here OK. Alright, so would you like to assign a value for this parameter to the currently selected elements? So I'll just select cancel for this one first, and then I'll just select OK. Alright. Okay, now the next thing that we're going to do is I'm going to zoom in to this area here. So what's this area? So this one is space 221, space instruction 221. So I'm going to select that space, and then if I check the properties here, I can look for the fire protection. That's the one. And then this is the parameter that we have created. So this is instance parameter. So that's why when we select the space, it will appear on the instance properties under the fire protection, which we selected as our grouping. And then that's the parameter that we created, the sprinkler zone. Okay, so you can actually specify here what is that particular zone. Okay, so you can type. So let's say I'm gonna type here zone 1. Okay, and then I'm going to select here apply. Okay, so that's my zone 1. Okay, now the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm going to select this area here. So let me just zoom out. Okay, so I'm going to select from here, from left to right. So I'm going to select these spaces. So I have 17 spaces there. Okay, and then I'm going to filter it. So I just want to make sure that spaces is the only selected. Okay, so I'm sure that spaces is already selected without other elements. So I just select here OK. Okay, and then let's specify here the sprinkler zone. So let's click that drop down arrow and then select the zone 1. Since we already typed it a while ago, it's now available for you to select it when you click the drop down arrow. So I'll just select here apply. And there you go. So there's our zone 1. Okay, and then using the same method, so we are going to select the lower part. Okay, so let me just select from right, left to right selection, and then let's filter that, just making sure that spaces is selected. So I select check none, and then I select spaces, and then I select here OK. Okay, and then I'm now gonna call this zone 2, and that's it for this exercise. So zone 2, and then I'll just select here apply. Okay, so basically that's how we determine the zone requirements, and also that's how you create your project parameter. Okay, so on our next video, we are going to create a sprinkler design schedule. Okay, so thank you for watching, guys. Have a nice day.